Hello friends, I am doing these videos on YouTube to help share my hearing loss story with you. A place to learn about opportunities to improve your quality of life. I am not an audiologist. I am not an ear, nose, and throat doctor. I lost my hearing very gradually. In my 30s, I had to get hearing aids and it made a significant difference in my life. I wanted to do these videos because I didn't see very many videos from end users on YouTube. Most of the videos I found were from audiologists or doctors, which is great. However, most audiologists and ENTs aren't wearing hearing aids. They don't know what it's like day in and day out to wear hearing aids. And there are not a lot of people out there in my age group that have come to the table sharing their stories. So today I'm gonna give you a few points on how you may know you have hearing loss. If you've noticed that your TV or your radio has gone up significantly, you may be experiencing the beginning stages of hearing loss. A lot of people are like, yeah, well, I turned it up so I can hear it in the other room. But if you turn off your TV or your radio in your car and then you come back to it and it sounds extremely loud, it's because you are gradually turning it up as you watch it or listen to it. There's certain tones you might not be hearing well at different stages of watching or listening. That's one indication that you may need to get your hearing tested. Another one is if you find yourself in the back of a room or in a busy place and you cannot hear the people in the front of the room speaking. Obviously, by going to the front of the room, you'll be able to hear better, but if you can't hear throughout any given space, you may want to go get your hearing tested. Or, as in my case, there would be certain individuals I could not hear as well. You're saying, boy, those people mumble a lot, or I wish you would speak up more. It may not be the person speaking. It may actually be that you have mild or significant hearing loss. So I had a group of friends, and luckily they were all pretty loud, and they all spoke tones I could hear. When I would go to group gatherings or meetings, I definitely struggled. I had to position myself in certain spots in the room to hear better. So that might be a sign that you need to get your hearing tested. Another is, of course, during the pandemic, we had a lot of people, hopefully all of you, wearing masks, and I struggled a lot with this. And what people don't realize is you'll notice that when you have a mask on or somebody around you has a mask on, it really loses your vision to read their lips. And I think a lot of people recognize that they were lip readers by having people around you with their mouth covered and not being able to read their lips, plus having their mouth muffled. Yeah, the mask alone could muffle the sound, of course. Don't get me wrong. It was really tough to understand what people were saying because we definitely rely on lip reading, whether we recognized it beforehand or not. I used facial expressions, hand gestures to make my way through with my hearing loss. And now I have my hearing aids, so I'm much better place. Even for me with my hearing aids, having people's mouths covered was a struggle. I would have to say that might be an indication for you to get your hearing tested. There are so many people out there that are struggling with their hearing and they're not even recognizing it, or they recognize it and they just do not want to acknowledge it. It can be that you work on loud machinery. It could be that you work in a loud environment. You could be traveling a lot. Airplanes are really hard on your hearing. Blow dryers, if you are a stylist, you likely are experiencing damage to your hearing. There are so many different jobs out there that really are harming our hearing, let alone earbuds and all of the other electronics we have in our life. I have surround sound at home. I crank it up and dance around, and I know that that's not ideal for my hearing. I love it. I love going to concerts. I love going to live events, and all of that can really be tough on our hearing. So if you're struggling at all, I would just say go get tested, find out, and make adjustments in your life that maybe can help you hear, whether it's getting hearing aids or not. So thank you again for checking out this video. Hopefully it helps you or helps someone else in your life. Bye-bye.